Portions of this program were pre-recorded.
What the hell?
I listen to you every morning. I think you all are great. Oh my God, I love you guys.
I'm such a huge fan. I love you guys. I've been listening to you guys for years.
Hello, ladies.
Elvis Duran. He was the man of the hour.
Yuppers, gotta say we love it here in the Big Apple. It's into the phone.
All I want to do is hug him.
He was a very sweaty guy.
I think he's gay.
He's just a sloppy drunk.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the man with the plan, the boy with the toy, the big boss with the big hot sauce, the Ayatollah of rock and roller, Mr. Elvis Duran.
This is Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Well. Come on in here. Have a seat. We got stuff to do. It's Wednesday, May 7th. Welcome to the day. Good morning, Danielle.
Good morning.
Still in Florida. Maybe coming home today if Newark Airport will allow it.
Please, Newark,
There's
please.
Gandhi. Gandhi just flew into the room. Good morning, Gandhi.
Good
Hi.
morning. Hi.
I love your curls. Looking curly today. Froggy, how you feeling today? You good?
I am all good, Elvis, yes.
All right. Scary Jones sitting at the big perch, pushing the buttons. How you feeling?
I feel great. Good morning.
And there's producer Sam at the tip of the table. Hello,
morning.
Tippy. Good morning. Good morning. Scotty B at Master Control. Good morning, Scotty.
Hi, good morning.
And then buenos dias, Senora Nate.
Buenos dias, Elvis Duran.
Oh, my God. Have we used all of our energy for the day?
Yes.
No.
Yes, that's it.
We got more. We got stuff to do. I think it's time for us to get up, maybe do some jumping jacks.
Oh, okay.
Maybe join me in 30 minutes on the mezzanine for a Pilates class.
Okay.
Come on, we got things to do. Let's go. There you go. Now the song is officially over. Thank you. Welcome to the day. Marie on line 1 is our first caller of the day. But Marie, so you're on your way to work at Newark Airport.
Oh, good luck.
Oh, no.
Now, do people groan and moan like that every time you tell them you work at Newark Airport because of all the stuff that's going on right now?
Well, luckily I don't work at the airport. I work outside at a different office.
Oh, good. Just stay away.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Danielle's flying in today from Jacksonville, and we're hoping we see her by Friday. I don't know.
I hope so too.
It's so crazy. Yeah, isn't that funny how, every once in a while we'll have delays here, delays there, maybe a computer goes out and the whole day's messed up at an airport. This is ongoing. This has been going on for a while, an ongoing delay. So it's got to be a mess over there. So I'm glad that you're not in the thick of it. So good for you. What do you do over there,
me too. I'm a supervisory import specialist.
An import specialist?
Yes, I'm a yes.
So all the stuff I order on Instagram comes through your office?
Yeah, pretty much. Anything
Okay.
that comes in anywhere all over the United States.
Okay. All right, so are you going to be able to, count up the tariffs when stuff comes in?
Oh, my God, that's driving us nuts, but we got to do our job.
I know. You know what? They're lucky to have you there, Marie. I know that you're the best for the job because you listen to us, and only special, great, wonderful, talented, brilliant people listen to our show. That's why we love you.
That's right.
That's right. That's right. What do you have for our friend Marie?
Oh, Marie is going to look so fashionable in her Elvis Duran in the Morning Show hoodie thanks to Hackensack Meridian Health.
Nice.
Here comes Marie. You got it. You know what? No tariffs. We're not even going to send it overseas. It's going to just come from the good old US of A. It's all yours.
Well, thank you.
You're so welcome. Thanks for listening, Marie. Hold on and tell everyone at Newark Airport we said, yo, what's up? And hold on one second. And there you go. One of the millions of people who are listening to us right now. That's their story. What's your story? Feel free to text us. Give me 3 words on the text. 3 words that describe the day you're about to have. All right, text us now, 55100.
What a fun exercise.
I don't know. Let's see what happens there. Into the 3 things we need to know from Gandhi, and then let's move on with the day. Gandhi, what's going on?
All right. Well, we've been talking about it. The Real ID identity card now required for all air travel in the U.S. So starting today, all passengers have to use those cards to board domestic flights. All Real ID cards are marked with a star in the upper right-hand corner. So if you're not sure, go check your license. Regardless of the state in which it was issued, there will be a star up in the corner. The TSA EPA says the state issues driver's licenses and IDs that are not Real ID compliant will no longer be accepted as valid forms of ID at airports and in federal buildings. Officials say passengers without a Real ID card may still be able to fly, but will face additional screening and will have to wait in a separate line. So they want you to plan ahead as if you are flying internationally, which means 3 hours early.
Okay, so I've had discussions, and I went online a little bit and looked this up. This Real ID thing. Does anyone have a crystal clear explanation why we're doing this?
No.
No, crystal clear.
No.
No.
No. Okay, just asking.
No.
Back to you.
Okay. Amazing. All right. Apparently, many parents are rethinking the number of children that they can afford due to rising costs associated with raising children. It's getting expensive. According to a recent Lending Tree survey, 77% of respondents said that raising kids has been more expensive than they ever expected, and 46% of parents with young children say they will have fewer kids due to financial constraints. Lending Tree says the cost of raising a child is about $300,000. Data shows the annual cost of raising a child has jumped 36%. It comes, of course, as the Trump administration is reportedly considering a $5,000 cash baby bonus. And finally, a new study suggests that people with mental disorders are more likely to be left-handed. And if you think about lefties on the show,
That's crazy.
we've got Diamond.
And Garrett and Scotty.
There you go. Scotty's a lefty.
Wow.
He sure is.
Wow, this is all making sense.
German researchers compared data from over 200,000 individuals and found that people with schizophrenia, autism, and other neurodevelopmental disorders show higher rates of left-handedness compared to the general population. The study, published in the Psychological Bulletin, shows hand preference often beginning even before birth, with prenatal thumb sucking at 10 weeks of pregnancy being a pretty good indicator of hand preference later in life. And those are your 3 things.
So the assignment was send us 3 words on the text that describe the day you're about to have. I'll give you a few. Audit, training, ugh. Hectic, rewarding, busy. Let's see. Hungover, lying, fake smiling. Oh, fake smiling is 2 words. It's 4 words. Okay. Disney bound tomorrow.
Ooh.
Nice.
Fun, outdoor, class. Epic, productive, sexy. Best frickin' day. Moist DoorDash deliveries.
What? Who's moist, the person or the food?
I don't know. No. Oh, here's one. No hot water. Creating magical day. Wet, spicy, sleepy. Oh. There you go. Just some of the.
Wow.
Most of those are pretty good.
Yeah, they are. All right, let's have a most amazing day. You guys ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Elvis Duran
He just keeps opening his mouth.
and the Morning Show.
Never forget, that's the commitment we made on 9/11. Honor it by donating $11 a month to the Tunnel to Towers Foundation at t2t.org. That's t2t.org. So I check. I'm running the show.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Well, people are still on the assignment. I said, send us 3 words that describe the day you're about to have. Text it to us. Driving, listening, humping. What are they doing in the car? Payroll-ish show. Let's see. Hiking, mountains, rain. Busy as hell. Testing middle schoolers. Fun, awesome, rewarding. Newark International Airport. Ooh.
Oh, I see one from you, Elvis.
Which one?
Considering retiring soon.
Wow, Nate.
He's not laughing.
You always
Wow,
threaten us. You always threaten us with that. You always threaten us.
This is true.
I've been threatening to retire since I was 23 years old.
I've said this before. Because I've worked on a few different shows, and every guy who ran the show said the same thing the day I started.
Yeah.
It's like, just so you know, I'm not going to be here long. I'm like, what? Okay.
You know what? I do think about it a lot, and then I look at the bills I have to pay. I'm like, well, I can't. There's no way. That's not even a possibility. But anyway, so we're fine. Let's move on. Let's get over that retirement thing.
I get very nervous when I hear that word.
Oh,
Why do you
Scary.
say that? Scary. You are an able-bodied producer, man, and entertainment mogul.
I know. I need you to get me through my 50s before you retire.
I know that.
My God.
Oh my God, you sound like the most dependent child I've ever heard.
You do. You know,
Just through
I
my
was about to
50s.
say that. I was about to say that. 50s. Gandhi, I was about to say, I never signed up to be a father. I never signed up to be your dad.
Oh, but you should get me through my 50s.
You play that role,
But
though.
okay, if I have to get you through your 50s, I guess we only have about a year to go. All right. Whoa. Wow. I see a future over. I see a future over that hill. All right. Moving on. Let's roll into the horoscopes with producer Sam. It is Thursday night. No, it's only Tuesday. It's Wednesday. Was it Wednesday? I don't even know what day it is. Who are you doing them with?
Well, in order of his 58th birthday, Scary.
Yes, Gary.
All right.
Well, if it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you, and you share it with Mr. Beast and son of John Bon Jovi, Jake Bon Jovi, celebrating today. Capricorn, there's a little extra chaos around you. If you keep to your tasks, you'll avoid unnecessary stress. Your day's a 9.
Aquarius, temporary emotions make bad permanent decisions. Take a second to breathe before retorting. Your day's a 6.
Pisces, what you tell yourself becomes what you believe. Choose words of power, not words of doubt. Your day's a 10.
Hey, Aries, with a little help from you, someone in your circle will excel. Connect with that person who you think needs a hand. Your day's a 9.
Taurus, are you falling behind or are you just beginning? Don't doubt where you are in the timeline of your goals. Your day is a 7.
Gemini, creativity can express itself in so many ways, so find what calls to you and let out your inner designs. Your day's an 8.
Cancer, if you worry about the growth of others, you will only be suppressing your own garden. Your day, an 8.
Hey, Leo, progress isn't always loud. Celebrate your small accomplishments. You're taking care of you. Your day's a 9.
Virgo, instead of editing yourself for others, keep being your most authentic self. They deserve exactly who you are. Your day, a 6.
Libra, this week we'll have rough patches, but instead of throwing in the towel, take action to improve your own mood. Your day's an 8.
Scorpio, stars can't shine without darkness, and neither can you. Let it help shape your glow. Your day's a 5.
And finally, Sagittarius, you are capable of outgrowing your fears. Find the most comfortable yet useful way to cope. Your day's a 7, and those are your Wednesday morning horoscopes.
There you go. I guess today is officially day 1 of the conclave decision-making time at the Vatican.
Yeah.
Locked in, baby.
As they say at the Catholic Church, this is their Super Bowl in a way. Someone texted that in a few minutes ago. I know that David Muir from ABC News and all the news outlets are outside waiting for. Everyone's turning around and looking at the chimney. It's just what's going on.
I like that people are betting on this. The bookmakers say the odds-on favorites are between 2 people right now.
Oh, really? Do you know
Yes.
which 2? Do you know?
Lead is Cardinal Pietro Parolin and
Right.
Filipino Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle.
You know, and this is the Pope that actually could be the very first Asian Pope. We could have a black Pope. We could have bottom line, there's diversity going on there at Popeville.
Yeah.
At
And
Pope
so,
Central.
Pope Central. And so it's a interesting thing to watch. And we're all watching it because, like I said, it is the Super Bowl for the Catholic Church. Yes, Nate, what's up?
According to the Catholic Church, any, I believe, Catholic man can be the Pope. So, in essence, I could become the Pope. Scary could become the Pope.
Wait a minute, but do you have to have like a background in being a priest first? You can just throw your hat in the ring and say, "Hey,
Essentially, I mean, the
Essentially,
Cardinals
you're not-
definitely have a leg up on you, but
yeah,
you're not going to win that.
No. Possible does not
Sorry.
mean probable. Yeah. It's very different.
So go
saying.
ahead, give it your best, Nate.
I'm running.
You know what? We'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, they were talking to Cardinal Dolan, from New York City yesterday. They were interviewing him. He was talking about two of the cardinals he's keeping an eye on. He's been studying them, reading their philosophy, reading their writings and this and that. And so he feels that one of his guys is going to get it. And so I'm like, do you think if you're a cardinal, you actually start betting on these things yourself? Do you have like a line on FanDuel? I mean, is that how that works?
I really think there are bets.
Can we get a parlay going here? I don't know. All right. Danielle.
Yes.
Your last report in Jacksonville, but your first report of the day. Coming up, what do you have?
More information on the bombing plot during Lady Gaga's concert in Brazil. And I've got some streaming news, some movie news, some other fun stuff.
All right. That and fun stuff all the way.
Want to hear all the crazy stuff that Gandhi can't talk about on the big show?
I recently discovered I've never been sicker.
Sauce on the Side. New episodes every Wednesday. Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I have a restraining order against him.
Oh. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
I love talking about Tunnel to Towers and the great Americans they feature. Today, let's talk about Mark Hulbert. Okay, since 9/11, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, as you know, has been supporting America's greatest heroes and their families. Heroes like Mark Hulbert. He was born in a military family. His father served for 25 years. His grandfather fought in World War II. Mark turned his childhood dream of serving into a reality. He enlisted in the Army. He served multiple tours, including 3 in Afghanistan. And as you know where the story's going, on his 4th tour, he stepped on an IED. He lost 2 of his fingers and both of his legs. So here comes Tunnel to Towers Foundation. They provided Mark and his family with a mortgage-free smart home. Can you imagine? Wow. Here, you're a hero. Look what you gave up for us. The least we can do is give you a mortgage-free smart home. Not only is it mortgage-free, but as in smart home, this home is outfitted for Mark to live the easiest and most productive life. He and his family, a mortgage-free smart home, like so many others. Mark paid that high price protecting our country and communities. Friends like you have helped say thank you to Mark and so many others, not just with words, but with action. Take action now. Go to Tunnel to Towers, and you can start with $11 a month. It's at tunneltotowers.org. T2T.org. That's T2T.org. We love Tunnel to Towers.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
As we roll into the middle of the first week of Teacher Appreciation Week and Nurse Appreciation Week and month, we got an interesting text earlier. She said when she was a little girl, she used to set up all of her dolls and her mom's cats and things, and she would teach them. She had a little classroom in her bedroom. And then now 20 years later, she's a teacher. She's been teaching for a while now. And, it reminds me of when I was a little kid. I used to pretend to be a radio guy. And my mom and dad would walk by the room and go, "What are you doing?" "No, don't do that." and here we are. Did you guys ever used to do play like when you were a kid?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, like Scary what? What'd you do?
I used to actually have a CB radio, and I used to tape it with the microphone on, hold up to a speaker, and me and my friends used to do a fake radio show, like a radio talk show. We had 2 turntables and a couple of microphones.
But wait, on a CB radio?
Yeah.
That's illegal to do that.
I know. But so we just called
jamming an entire CB frequency.
Yeah, we took over channel 20. We took over channel 20.
You can't tape down a microphone and do that.
But we did, and we took it over. Channel 20 was hours for the afternoon, and we would play music, and we would joke, and we would talk to each other. It was always in my blood, Elvis, to do this.
God. What about you, Danielle? Did you ever play like when you were a kid?
Yeah, not radio, though. I would do like Broadway, pretend I was performing on Broadway and put on shows everywhere. My mom said that I would constantly make sure the whole family sat down and I put on a whole performance for them.
Oh, that's cool.
I got everybody involved. Oh, yeah, all the time.
I love that. What about you, Gandhi?
Oh, I used to sing and dance all the time, but I also used to play homeless all the time.
What?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, or like a boxcar child. Like we would have boxes, like the big boxes that a fridge got delivered in or something got delivered in. I feel like I was like a cat, and we would just get little sleeping bags and sleep in them, and then act like we were idiots.
Okay.
I mean, did you put them out like on busy city street corners?
Oh, we slept outside a couple times. Yeah, in the driveway. My parents were like, "You guys are so weird." They let it happen.
So I wonder, and I'm sure there are studies that prove this. I wonder if kids who played imaginary games or whatever, imaginary scenarios when they were younger, actually turned out to be people in show business or people in more creative industries. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure there's some correlation there. Let's go to Scotty B.
Oh, God.
Who used to have sex with his teddy bear.
Just stop. That happened once.
Okay, all right. Okay, so Scotty, when you were a kid, what did you do?
I mean, I did the whole radio thing also, and that's why I'm here. But I remember I drilled a hole in a red wagon, the little red wagon.
No. Scotty.
No.
Please tell me you didn't bang a red wagon,
No,
too.
I played street sweeper. So I tied the wagon to the back of my bicycle, and I poured water in the thing so water would come out, and then I tied a broom to the back of the wagon, and I would drive up and down the street, and I would be the street sweeper.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You actually tried to help out the community. I'm sure he didn't really clean anything.
No,
but
not at all. Just like the real ones. But then I applied to the sanitation department, and I never got the job.
Aw.
Wow, okay.
That's because they knew you put the E in Ted E. Bear. That's why.
I put the D in Ted E. Bear.
Okay.
What?
Mike's off. Let's move forward. Danielle.
Yes.
This room. You know, you always know there's always a tipping point in this room at some point.
Yeah.
And we just tipped. All right,
Yeah.
Danielle, you got a lot on your list. Where do you want to start?
All right, well, first of all, we talked about this yesterday morning that there was that gate crasher arrested at Jennifer Aniston's home. Well, the person's name is Jimmy Wayne. Got arrested after allegedly crashing through the gates of her home in L.A. Now, LAPD's Threat Management Unit is investigating as a possible stalking case. Yesterday, they didn't think they saw any details into that, but now they're reviewing the social media of the Jimmy Wayne character, including a Facebook post calling Aniston his bride.
Oh.
So, yeah, there's that. So, they're definitely looking into that. I'll keep you posted. So, more details have come out about the bombing plot at Lady Gaga's record-breaking concert in Brazil. Authorities arrested a third individual, and a spokesperson for the Rio de Janeiro police said the unnamed suspect believes Lady Gaga is a Satanist, everybody.
Okay,
Therefore,
well, you don't blow up her show.
So therefore, he planned to sacrifice a child during her concert as a Satanist ritual. And the plot mastermind is 44 years old. His name is Lewis. He had hoped to live stream the execution and the bombing of thousands of Gaga fans. Isn't that wonderful? So thank the good Lord that got the kibosh. I mean, I cannot even imagine. Insane. So let's talk a little bit about the Met Gala. Timothy Chalamet did not go with his woman, Kylie Jenner. Do you want to know why?
Why?
He wanted to watch the Knicks game instead.
I get it.
The Knicks had a big playoff game that night against the Celtics. He was holed up somewhere watching it on his tablet, and he was posting about it, and he was very, very happy. And how did some of the stars party after the Met Gala? You would think, they got wasted, they were dancing. No, a lot of them played the game Uno. They sat around. Pharrell hosted an after-hours tournament. Kim Kardashian, Keke Palmer was there. Jaden Smith, Future, Questlove. They were all there playing the game Uno. So interesting. Halsey has announced that they've got a new single coming out. It will be with the help of Amy Lee of Evanescence. The next single is called Hand That Feeds, and it comes out this Friday. Also, Disney has announced the full cast for Descendants Wicked Wonderland. It's the 5th installment of the hit franchise. Brandy will be back as Cinderella. Rita Ora will be back as the Queen of Hearts. And that will be premiering next year on all your Disney Channel fun places like Disney Channel Plus and, all those other places. And Disney's live action Snow White. Did any of us see Snow White?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah. Anyway, it is finally getting its digital release date, May 13th. So if you want to watch it, you can. I definitely want to see it. I love the whole concept, but I don't know. We'll see. They did have in Disney a lot of really cool stuff that you could buy from the movie. Like some really cool Evil Queen stuff, but I don't know. Whatever. And guys, Acapulco is wrapping things up. Scotty,
Really?
I know that's one of your favorites. Yeah, so the Apple TV series is set to return July 23rd for its 4th and now final season.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Danielle, speaking of, I saw, and I loved Acapulco, by the way.
Yeah.
I saw the series finale of Righteous Gemstones last night.
And you loved it?
Well, I didn't, it was crazy as always, out of its mind. But I had a little tear in my eye. Yeah, it was.
Aw.
They wrapped it up nicely.
All right,
as
that's
nicely
good.
as you can wrap up that crazy show.
What are we
insane.
watching other than Righteous Gemstones? Everybody's Live with John Mulaney on Netflix. You've got The Masked Singer. Do you know it's the 13th season finale of The Masked Singer? It's been on
Really?
13 seasons.
Oh my
Yeah, it's
God.
crazy. You also have all of your med shows tonight and the 2nd season finale of Wild Cards on the CW. And that is my Danielle report.
So I know you were down in the in another studio, Gandhi, working on something.
Yes.
Do you have another something something today, like a game or something? What are you working on?
We have an audio game. Today is National Bike to School Day. So I was thinking about biking. A lot of people love Peloton. So I found some of Peloton's biggest musical hits, the most popular songs from Peloton.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, I always love reading the weekly Billboard Hot 100, like the countdown. I didn't know Peloton had a countdown.
Yeah, Peloton.
Some of the biggest songs.
Yeah, people who take those classes, they love their instructors and their music, and they really pick based on that. So these are the most popular songs from Peloton.
Well, let's do it. Let's crank it out.
Okay.
So if you think you can identify these hot Peloton hits, call us now. Is it Dan Diamond's not here? Who's answering the phone? Is it Garrett? Garrett, find us a good person. Find us someone who knows their Peloton hits. 800-242-0100.
Hey, it's Nicki Minaj.
What's up? It's the Kid Leroy.
This is Rihanna.
Hey, this is Lady Gaga. You're listening to Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
With spring celebrations in full swing and Mother's Day just days away, Macy's has the perfect gift ideas and spring fashion must-haves. From Karl Lagerfeld to Steve Madden, lightweight knits to timeless jewelry. Shop now at Macy's.com/gift guide or shop.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Yeah, welcome to the day. You know, it's Wednesday. You know, usually the week seems so slow. How did we get to Wednesday so fast? Is it just me?
No, it is flying.
Super fast.
Okay.
I hate that.
But why does it do that for all of us at the same time? I'm telling you, there's some universal thing going on that we can't explain. I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't believe it's May 7th. Yeah. The calendar year, I was telling Nate, we're going so fast. How are we this far in? It's crazy.
Year's almost half over.
We're almost halfway there.
Oh, my God.
Seriously?
Oh,
seriously.
Listen, you guys.
Think about
it. They're in falsetto. That means things are getting real.
Panic mode.
We were just in Miami.
Okay, calm down.
Jingle Ball.
Okay, I
Seriously,
think we could. Okay, calm down. Calm down.
We're 2 weeks away from Memorial Day weekend.
Oh. we do need a cattle prod. It's okay. We need to control this. We need to be in charge of this. We can't let the universe rule our way of living.
Yeah.
We rule the universe. So all calm down.
Okay. Just saying.
All right. Do you need a compress?
A compress.
Hey, I don't know where I was. I was watching something yesterday, and some lady fainted, and so someone on the street had smelling salts
in their pocket.
What?
And so they put it up to her nose, and she's like, "Whoa!" And she, woke back up. What is that exactly? I've never sniffed that stuff.
I don't know. I've never sniffed it either.
It's like ammonia, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
I think
asking
so.
you.
Crack it open and. Well, you're old enough to know that, like, because I see those.
Okay, don't start anything with that line.
Okay, well,
by the way,
you're older.
No,
like
I'm experienced. Maybe you're experienced enough. You can say that.
That's better.
But back in the day, you see these movies, and the women would just be like, "Ah," and then they pass out. Did that happen a lot?
What?
Okay, Nate, that happened but in the 1800s.
Yeah.
With fainting couches and things.
But they would do that thing where they would hold the back of their hand to their head.
Right.
And like, "Ah."
Dramatic faint.
Yes. Did that?
Okay.
That seemed like it happened a lot back then.
I wasn't okay. Let me just. I wasn't then. I wasn't there then.
He was not alive in the 1800s.
I was not alive in the 1800s.
But maybe you heard like your pop or something talk about it.
My dad wasn't alive in it. All right. Are you having a stroke?
No,
you really have no reasonable line coming out of your mouth at all.
Never mind.
You're old enough to remember. Remember
1800s.
when they rolled they went to the cave and Jesus wasn't there. I wasn't there. I wasn't alive.
God,
I'm
sure Mary would have done the whole.
Wasn't
Okay,
the
thank you,
passing
Nate.
out thing a combination of like really tight corsets and heat?
You're probably right.
I
Could
thought
have
that there was a reason behind it. It had to do with that.
Right.
Because, people don't just pass out in the street so much anymore.
Yeah.
I would think Scotty, though, needs smelling salt because doesn't he pass out from like the sight of blood or something?
Oh, he's just a drama queen.
No, but growing up as a child, I would always go through my parents' medicine cabinet, and they had 4 little bottles of smelling salts, and I would always open it and go, "Ah." And it's very, very powerful.
But why did your parents have smelling salts?
I don't know. I never asked them. And they had that blood clotting powder also. They had the weirdest things in their cabinet.
Blood clotting powder.
Yeah, it was called BFI. It was in a little metal container. and you would dab it on a cut. They had a mercurochrome. They had all the old stuff.
It sounds like something a serial killer who likes to torture victims would have.
Was your father like an old school pharmacist on Long Island?
I can't wait to clean out their medicine cabinet when they go. I'm very excited for it. Actually,
What's wrong with you?
What?
You're twisted.
Why?
God.
I can't wait till my parents go so I can clean out their medicine cabinet.
It came out wrong. When the time comes, hopefully a long time from now, I'm excited to go through the medicine cabinet and see all the old things.
Why don't you do that now?
They still have Band-Aids in the metal container with the red little ribbon on it. What?
Scotty, you don't have to wait for them to go to do that. You can do that now.
Right, go over and do him a favor and clean it out.
No, but he'll be like, no, I still need that.
By the way, ding, ding, ding. Okay, we got to move forward. Moving on.
Sick.
So we think they fainted. We think they fainted because of the corsets. Again, Nate, corsets really before my time.
Yeah,
but thanks
okay.
for
You know a lot of things. Just saying.
Okay, let's go talk to Nicole, line 3. Music, Scary, music. Why are we playing "Work Bitch" by Britney Spears?
Because this is the ultimate Peloton song.
Is it?
Oh, absolutely.
Let's see if it's on the list. Hey, good morning, Nicole. How you feeling? What's going on with you today?
Good morning, Elvis. I'm on my way to work with my teacher bestie, Alyssa. Hi, good morning. We're teachers.
Good morning. Oh my gosh! All right, we're gonna double team this thing. All right, now do you guys hop on the Peloton, or have you ever hopped on a Peloton and do your exercising?
No, but we got this. We know what we're doing. One of our teacher besties does hop on. Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, happy Teacher Appreciation Month. We love you guys. All right. Can you get Brittany out of here? She's irritating me. Okay, good. All right, now these are all songs, according to Gandhi, that are huge in the Peloton world. Take it over, Gandhi. Tell them all about it.
All right. I mean, that's pretty much it. If you know Peloton, you know that they love certain songs, and these are some of the most popular songs from Peloton.
Okay, let's see how you do. All right, we're lined up and ready to go. Are you both listening in?
Right. We're ready. We're ready.
All right. Yeah, okay, here. Yeah, what?
I think we should go title and artist because they're kind of.
Okay, well, get the buzzer ready.
No.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, popular on Peloton, song number 1, title and artist.
If he don't love you anymore.
Lizzo. Good as hell.
Yay! Okay, all right. Here is popular on Peloton, song number 2.
That's Justin Bieber.
Okay, name of the song?
Yummy?
Yummy! Yeah. All right. Oh, God, I wish I was on my Peloton now. I can't because we got clothing hanging all over it. So here we go. Popular on Peloton, song number 3. Here's song number 3.
Oh. That's, oh my God. Girl, you look good. Back that ass up.
Yeah.
Juvenile,
Who
right?
does it? Juvenile, you got it. Back that ass up. Who is you playing with? Back that ass up.
Who is you playing with?
We should play that.
Yeah.
All right, here it is.
Yes.
Another huge song with Peloton users and lovers. Here's song number 4.
Don't have to be beautiful.
Okay.
Prince. Prince.
Okay. Yes. Prince Kiss. Woo! You're doing it. You're doing a great job on this. All right, here is Peloton song number 5. I can see that.
Jennifer Lopez. Let's get loud.
Let's get loud. That's it.
It's going well.
Yeah, you're doing extremely well.
We always play this. We play every day with you guys. You just don't hear us.
And I'm glad we're hearing you today. All right, you are halfway done. You're at 100%. I love it. Here is popular on Peloton song song number 6.
She's a good girl.
Tom Petty. Tom Petty. Free Falling.
That would be for a slow roll. Okay, here is popular on Peloton song number 7.
You got mud on your face, you big disgrace.
Wow.
Queen.
Uh-huh.
We will rock you.
That's it. All right, here we go. Here's song number 8.
I want to go to Peloton.
For a free ride.
I love this song. I love that song.
Okay, that's Gaga and Ariana Grande. Rain on me. Yeah.
Wow.
These two sound like those Australian twins.
I know.
They're good. They're good.
Yeah, you guys are good. Here is song number 9.
Just a young gun with a quick fuse. I was uptight.
Imagine Dragons. Thunder.
Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder.
All right, one more. And there's money involved here, so don't screw this up. Here is popular on
gotta get
Peloton's song number 10.
Yeah. Oops, I did it again. My favorite. Cheers.
You did it. That's awesome. Congratulations.
100%?
Yeah.
100%.
Wait, has that ever happened before that we had 100%? Wow.
Yes,
And
Were they the best contestants ever?
everyone
They
is
were great.
texting and saying that they're cheating.
No way.
Wow.
They can't. They don't have time.
Every song. Literally, we are the best at this.
I know. You know what? I wish we could keep your number here written down somewhere. So if ever we need a guaranteed winner on a contest, we can call you guys.
You totally can. I'll give you both of our numbers. Yes.
Okay. All right. What do we have for our friends, Nicole? And who else is there? Nicole and
Alyssa.
Alyssa.
Okay. Well, I've got a $500 cash gift card that I'm going to cut in half and send one half to each of you right now.
Okay. Wow. Cash gift card. All right.
We're good at sharing. We are good at sharing, but it's Teacher Appreciation Week, you know?
Yeah, I know. You guys are the best.
We love you.
We could not we couldn't find better contestants. All right, and listeners. So $500. Go spend it like you want. We love you guys.
All right. Thank you, guys. We love you.
All right, hold on one second. Money on the way. Nate, you have this confused look on your face.
Yeah, I'm trying to. My thing isn't working. Hang on.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me.
All right, well, I'll tell you, Nate's thing isn't working. We do have more cash waiting for you. We do have a $1,000 free money phone tap coming up. What a busy day.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
Tate McRae just walked in. What happened? Where'd your gum go?
You just took my gum.
Nate just called a middle school teacher and made her spit out the gum.
Tate, may I give you some advice? Never give your gum to a stranger.
To a stranger.
That feeling of owning your first Mercedes-Benz is hard to believe, but it's real. From the leather stitching to the iconic design, every element of a Mercedes lives up to its reputation. See for yourself at your local dealer. Offers are waiting.
Elvis Duran and the Morning Show. This is Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Is it prom season?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I got to get my tuxedo refitted.
Why? Who are you taking to prom?
I don't know.
I bet now people are gonna slide into the DMs and ask you if you'll go to prom with them.
That's it.
I'll go to prom with you.
Yeah?
You don't want me at your prom.
You're such a good dancer, though. You're so fluid with your jazz hands. And
I'm not a good dancer, and no one wants anyone doing jazz hands.
You have rhythm.
No one wants anyone doing jazz hands at their prom.
At the prom.
That ain't gonna happen. Hey, as you know, some of our incredible teacher listeners just won $500 figuring out the big Peloton songs.
Yeah.
Thanks to our friends, $500 came from Top Dog Law. Hello.
Yeah.
Any serious car accident injury case, they are there to get you top dollar. Call Top Dog today. See if your case is eligible for compensation with no money down. We love them. They're good partners of ours, and they are the official law partner of the Elvis Duran Morning Show, Top Dog Law. Check him out on Instagram or topdoglaw.com.
Yesterday when I was in Orlando, I was talking to one of the morning shows over there, and I was like, yeah, you guys know who Top Dog Law is? And they were like, no, we never heard of them. I go, oh, let me do the commercial for you. I was like, topdoglaw.com. I said, I've called them if I have a problem. They were like, that's amazing.
I know. We're very lucky to have them in our corner anyway. Hey, let's see. Let me give you some other fun info. How about a trip to the Caribbean thanks to Norwegian Cruise Line? NCL giving you a 7-day cruise to the Bahamas, Bermuda, or the Caribbean because they are the experts as far as the Caribbean goes. Go to ElvisDuran.com. Experience more at sea on a Caribbean cruise. ElvisDuran.com for all the info, the rules, and to sign up to win this incredible adventure. I love them. Have you guys been to Stirrup Key yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
I loved it.
So cool.
I haven't been. I haven't been to Stirrup Key.
Oh, really?
That's Norwegian's own private island just for you.
I have been there. It was amazing. It was beautiful.
I'm going back in June when we go on vacation next. We're going there for one of our ports.
Why do you guys get to go do all the fun stuff? I have to sit here doing nothing.
Sorry.
Join us.
I should be one. I should be the one on the cruise. I should be on Parrot Key. That should be me. Anyway, this is going to be an amazing 7-day cruise. Thanks to NCL. As I said, they really do own the Caribbean. ElvisDuran.com for the rules and to enter to win. What other announcements? I feel like I'm doing class announcements. I'm the assistant principal today.
Well, we have a guest coming in tomorrow, Elvis.
Who dat?
Lizzo.
Oh, yay.
Oh, my God. How beautiful was Lizzo at the Met Gala?
Oh, she looked amazing.
Absolutely. She will be on with us. Gosh. Yeah, it's so weird that we're still getting more information about that possible and thwarted terrorist act at Gaga's concert in Brazil.
Yeah.
I know you have more information about that coming up. Let's get into the 3 things we need to know from Gandhi. Gandhi, it's all you.
All right. Newark Liberty International Airport is now into its 10th day of uncertainty over flight schedules we know have been caused by staffing shortages and equipment problems. Meanwhile, New Jersey members of Congress continue to press for answers to those delays at one of the busiest airports in the nation. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy blames the Biden administration for not fixing the problem while they were in office. Yesterday, the FAA put a ground delay program in place that held departing planes an average for around 2.5 hours. The program expired at midnight. The union that represents air traffic controllers say that some of them are out on trauma leave still after experiencing that blackout in radar and communications last week. This is an interesting story. A football fan is now suing the NFL over Shedeur Sanders' performance in the draft. Sanders was expected to be a first-round pick, but ended up getting chosen in the 5th round by the Cleveland Browns. Now, the unidentified plaintiff is looking for a $100 million payout in damages for severe emotional distress and trauma.
Oh, God.
The plaintiff says he's a Georgia resident who is a huge fan of the Colorado Buffaloes, where Sanders led the college team to a winning season as quarterback. He accuses the NFL of colluding to hinder Sanders' draft selection and possible racial discrimination. And finally, U.S. News and World Report does a study every year that ranks all 50 states based on all kinds of things, everything from education and healthcare to infrastructure and the economy. And this year, coming in at number 1, any guesses?
Utah.
Yeah. Did you read it?
You know, the reason they won, I think Benson Boone is from Utah, and that's why it won.
That must be it. They actually won because they landed in the top 10 in 5 of 8 categories. In fiscal stability, 3rd in both economy and infrastructure, 4th in education, and 7th in crime. But it's 48th for natural environment, which is wild because Utah is so beautiful. New Hampshire came in 2nd, followed by Idaho, Minnesota, Nebraska, Florida, Vermont, South Dakota, then Massachusetts and Washington. And the worst state, Louisiana, followed by Alaska, then Mississippi.
What?
I know.
Oh, no, Alaska.
You know, the number 4th worst state, New Mexico. I know.
Education, probably. I don't know.
Maybe.
New Mexico is, in my opinion, the best state ever. I love
There
it.
you go. You love it. And those are your 3 things.
Another free money phone tap coming up next.
Stop calling here.
For the Elvis Duran in the Morning Show free money phone tap, no purchase necessary. Void in Montana, New Mexico, Washington, and where prohibited. For more info and rules, go to elvisduran.com/contest. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show. The free money phone tap.
Oh, I love our friends at PetMeds.com. Love them. Not only are they just great partners of ours in taking care of all of our listeners' pets' needs, they take care of my pets' needs. My dogs, you know what? Not a day goes by when my dogs aren't into a bag of something or anything from PetMeds.com. I mean, they're always a part of our lives every day. Now, everything's always delivered to your door, whether you need prescription meds or flea and tick prevention, which we all need, or fun treats. They make it simple, affordable, trustworthy for your cats, your dogs, your horses. All right, horse owners, raise your hand. Yep, you're eligible.
I wish. God, that'd be awesome.
I know. Don't you love the majestic horse that's
I love horses.
always in your dreams? Well, now you can have a horse that's very, very healthy and living a great life thanks to PetMeds.com. They are, of course, the original online pet pharmacy that we love, over 30 years of experience there. But everything you need to keep your pet healthy and happy and rolling through life. They carry only vet-approved, high-quality products. They vet everything. Oh, they're vetting vet stuff. Your pets deserve the best, whether it's food or supplements or prescriptions, essentials, everything to keep their coats shiny, their teeth clean, their poops perfect. Pet Meds has it all. Don't forget, they care for your dogs and cats and horses on their own. Therefore, they understand what we're going through as well with our pets. Go to PetMeds.com. Use the promo code Elvis for 40% off your purchase. That's PetMeds.com. Use the promo code Elvis for 40% off your purchase. And thanks to PetMeds.com, you're winning $1,000 now with a free money phone tap if you're caller 100 at 800-242-0100. All right, who does the phone tap, Scary?
Got it!
Let's do it. Here we go.
Don't answer the phone. Elvis Duran. The Elvis Duran phone tap.
The letter says, Dear Elvis, my dad and I have an awesome father-daughter relationship. He would do just about anything for me, and you'll hear that in a second in this phone tap. Anyway, when my dad's at work, he doesn't like to mess around. That's the best time to mess with his head. Let's test his patience. All right, this comes from John's daughter, Teresa. Teresa's going to start the call to her dad, John. And then Garrett comes in to stir in the fun, and it turns into a crazy, crazy phone tap between a daughter and a father. Here we go. Let's listen in.
Hello?
Dad,
What's up, sweetie?
I need you to do me a favor.
What do you need, sweetie?
I'm at Wendy's, and I'm in the bathroom, and there's no toilet paper.
What do you need, sweetie?
I need toilet paper.
Where the hell are you?
I'm with the girls. They're shopping, though.
Well, call them and get them $30 over there to get you toilet paper.
I did call them, but they're not answering their phones. Dad, what am I supposed to do? I need you to do this.
I've got 5 orders to fill today. There's no way I am getting away from work in order to get you toilet paper at a Wendy's. There's nobody there you can call. Can't you call the mall security or something? Anything?
I'm in the bathroom. I'm not going to call mall security. What if they said,
whoever.
Come in?
Well, you're supposed to be an adult and take care of yourself.
I don't know. I just thought that maybe you could, come over here.
You just thought I could stop whatever I was doing, get in my car, and drive all the way across town, buy a roll of toilet paper so you can wipe your
Dad, you could just bring toilet paper from work. You don't have to stop and buy some.
Well, duh. I know I could get toilet paper anywhere, but you could have done the same damn thing.
I had a lot of coffee this morning.
There are plenty of people. You could call your brother. Why are you calling me at work?
Josh wouldn't come out here. Are you serious?
Well, why would I?
You stand it.
What makes you think I would if your brother wouldn't?
Because you're my dad, and that's your job.
You're crazy.
Hello? You've been in there for a half hour. I gotta go.
Look, there's somebody at the door now. Come on. Call you.
Even if I leave now, it's still going to take me a half hour to 45 minutes to get over there. You're going to have to deal with this.
Well, I'll tell him to wait for 30 minutes. I'll tell him you're coming. Dad.
Is there a manager at the restaurant? Is there anybody you can yell for?
Come on, I gotta go. Get out already.
Teresa, you're 20 years old. You're going to have to figure this kind of out eventually on your own.
I know, but my butt is falling asleep, and I need
well,
toilet
get
paper.
your butt off the...
I'm doing the pee-pee dance out here. Come on already. There's no other bathroom. I gotta go.
There's no way I'm going to be able to leave work today on one of my busiest days to come down there and wipe your for you. I don't get it. Why don't
I'm coming in. I'm breaking down the door.
What the?
Oh, hello?
Oh, my. You're on the phone. What the hell?
Teresa.
Talking to my father.
Hello? Who's this?
Hello, sir. That is my daughter you're talking to. All right.
All right. Well,
Can please just do me a favor and go and get the manager and get some toilet paper in there for her, please. I'm begging you.
I need to use the bathroom.
Use the bathroom, but just go get the manager
No,
first.
you don't
all right?
tell me how my bowel movements go.
Is there another bathroom at this restaurant? What century are we living in?
That is my problem. There's only one, so I got to go, and she's
Well,
using
you're
this.
going to have to get the manager anyway because you're going to either be dealing with the manager or you're going to be dealing with me. Do you understand me?
Oh, boy.
Do you understand me?
Why is your daughter using the bathroom as a phone booth? I don't use the phone booth as a toilet.
She just needed to get toilet paper so you can wipe her. All right? I'm sorry that my daughter is so undereducated that she can't bring Kleenex in her own purse.
That is not...
Just to wipe her. But just do me this one favor. Go get some toilet paper from the manager and help me out.
Why don't you do it? That is your job. My
because
job
I'm all
is...
the way across town at work, all right? And my daughter is calling me up in the middle of a very busy day. You understand me?
Not my problem. My problem is I had too much chili this afternoon, so I need to use the bathroom. So I think your daughter should get moving.
If you don't do this, I'm going to come down here and I'm going to shove those back up your Do you understand me?
Oh.
Just go and get the manager.
I'm going to go use the bathroom outside because there's no other
place.
place.
Put my daughter on the phone, you
You're going to find me. I'm going to be
Give
the one
my
doing
daughter
the pee-pee
her phone
dance.
back now.
You don't understand what it's like to
Give
do.
my daughter her phone back now.
Listen, you tell her to get out so I can use the
You
bathroom.
are going to regret it. Do you understand?
Well, I'm going to be the one
You're
doing
going to regret it. You're not going to worry about toilet paper anymore.
God.
Teresa, get your ass home now. Get your ass in the car and go home.
No need to argue anymore. My name's Garrett from Elvis Duran in the Morning Show, and your daughter Teresa wanted to play a phone tap on you.
Teresa, I don't have time for this bull.
I love you, Daddy.
Oh, you're in so much trouble.
The Elvis Duran phone tap.
Wow. How do we get away with this? I don't know. Anyway, there's your $1,000 free money phone tap. Let's go talk to Kristen on line 1 and change her day.
Hello?
Hello, Kristen. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Oh my God, I can't believe I got through. How are you?
You did. You got through. You're called at 100. You just scored $1,000, Kristen. Good for you.
Oh my God, I call every day. I've been listening to you guys since like 2004. I can't believe it. Thank you so much.
Aww.
My God. You know what? We've been here since 2004 and beyond and waiting for your call. Now that you've won, do we stay? Do we continue to do the show?
I think we
I don't know
should.
now that Kristen won.
Because I listen to you every day.
Well, thank you.
Thank you
It's
so
nice.
much.
It's nice knowing you're there. Kristen, $1,000 thanks to petmeds.com. It's on the way. I hope you have the best day ever. What do you do, by the way? Where are you going to do whatever it is you do?
I am a speech pathologist in an elementary school on Long Island. So I'm on my way to work now.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
You're doing great work. You're doing great work working the kids. Working the kids.
Thank
Hold
you
on one second,
so
Kristen.
much.
Hold on.
Okay, thank you.
Garrett's going to get your information, send you your $1,000. Don't mess that up, Garrett. She needs that cash. We all do. Petmeds.com. As I said, go there today and use Elvis as your promo code for 40% off your purchase. Some exclusions may apply. We love Petmeds.com. Thanks to them, another $1,000 free money phone tap coming up tomorrow. What do you have coming up, Danielle?
We're going to talk about who might be performing at Jeff Bezos' wedding, and also more proof you got to watch what you say about people.
No.
Oh, why? Why start now?
You'll see.
All right, we'll find out what that means coming up.
Elvis Duran's after party.
Okay, Danielle.
He's going to start.
If you're going to up.
Topics you'd never hear on the air.
Oh, God, get away from me. I can't eat that.
Listen now on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It is what is it called?
Elvis Duran's after party.
Ask for it by name.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
This broadcast is sponsored by PayPal. Let's talk about something that'll make our lives a little smoother. PayPal lets you pay your own way. You could pay in-store, pay online, or pay overtime. Don't just pay. PayPal. Learn more at paypal.com.
What the hell?
I listen to you every morning. I think you all are great. Oh my God, I love you guys.
I'm such a huge fan. I love you guys. I've been listening to you guys for years.
Hello, ladies.
Elvis Duran. He was the man of the hour.
Yuppers, gotta say we love it here in the Big Apple. He's into the phone.
All I want to do is hug him.
He was a very sweaty guy.
I think he's gay.
He's just a sloppy drunk.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the man with the plan, the boy with the toy, the big boss with the big hot sauce, the Ayatollah of rock and roller, Mr. Elvis Duran.
This is Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
Oh, yeah, the Ayatollah of rock and roll. I've been called many things. That's one of my favorites. Scotty, thank you. What is that character you're using?
Guy Chest Hair?
Yeah, the game show announcer.
Guy Chest Hair.
Guy Chest Hair.
1977.
Mother's Day, of course, Sunday. There's always a level of guilt when it comes to thinking about your mom. So sometimes anyway, if you don't call her enough, if you don't pay attention to her, because as she paid attention to you growing up, my mom is no longer with us, and I still wish I could call her and say, hey, I love you. Thank you for everything you did for me.
Same.
And here's the thing, and I guess it's kind of like the natural progression of things. You're raised by your mom and your dad or your mom or whatever. And you move on with your life, and you have your own things. You have your own family or your own group of friends that are your family, and your career. And maybe you don't spend as much time connecting with your mom as you should. And so what we did is we came up with a yearly day to celebrate mom, and that would be Mother's Day.
Yes.
But if you could not forget to call your mom, just call her, say hi. It is the best gift you can give your mom. Just a simple phone call. Isn't that funny?
Yep.
I know. So, Scary's mom is no longer with him. Yeah. And Danielle's dad is gone.
Yeah.
My mom and dad are gone. And, I know it happens. I know it's a part of life. But, don't let a day go by when they're still with us now, where you can actually have an opportunity to call out and just say hi. And your mom. What are you doing for your mom this weekend, Danielle?
We're actually going to a place called Iachette's. It's we actually had them bring in brunch like last year at my house. This year we decided to go there for Mother's Day brunch. So everybody's going. We're all getting together to take her out for a nice meal. So it'll be nice.
How was your day at Epcot yesterday? So, Danielle was in Orlando yesterday and went to Epcot with Lisa. How was it? What'd you do?
So we had a great time. We started in Epcot. We spent a bunch of hours there, and then we took the monorail over to Magic Kingdom. So that was awesome. And we spent the rest of the day, and we closed out the day in Magic Kingdom. And it was wonderful. But it was interesting because I've been to Disney so many times now. So I said, you know what? We're going to do something different. We're not going to just ride rides. We're going to go and we're going to investigate Disney, because there are a lot of websites who give you like really cool, like, behind the scenes things about Disney that you may not have known, facts, or maybe send you on a little scavenger hunt. And that's what we did yesterday.
So what did you find out?
Okay, so I thought there's a couple things that I think are really cool. First of all, if you're walking down Main Street in Magic Kingdom, you'll notice that on the windows, there's a lot of names and a lot of like businesses. Well, that's to pay respect to all of the people who helped build the project. So a lot of those are real names of real people, even though it looks like it's just like a business. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They have Disney's name in when you walk through Magic Kingdom, the last window has Walt Disney's name facing the castle. The reason it's doing that, his brother wanted him to always be facing the castle. And
Roy.
He's the director. When you're the director, that's the last name you see in the credits and everything. So there's little things. And how about the flags? This is crazy. If you walk through Walt Disney World, you will see American flags down Main Street, right? The only real American flag on Main Street is the one when you first come in on that really big pole. And the reason is U.S. flag code requires traditional ones to be raised, lowered, and flown at half-mast. So here, each flag is missing a star or a stripe, so they can be left up permanently. They're not the real official flags.
Wow. Isn't that nice to know?
Yeah, it's so crazy. They said they don't have the manpower. The weather gets bad sometimes, and they just can't be putting the flags up, down, up, down, up, down. So there's little things like that. We found a lot of really cool things
just
walking
put a
around
fake
the park.
flag up there. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
We don't lose sleep over it.
Who the hell would have thought of that?
When you're at Epcot, do you ever do the garden tour where you're on the tram and it goes through their gardens and their houses and things?
It's called The Land.
I love that.
Yeah,
a lot of people
love
don't
that.
even know it. A lot of people don't even know it exists. But
No.
you take this tram through all of their greenhouses and things like that. It's just amazing. I love stuff like that. Anyway,
In
I'm
the
glad
same
you had a
place
great
that
day.
you get Soarin' is in that same area. So.
Love it.
Yeah,
and
it
did
was
you do
awesome.
Soarin' yesterday?
Of course we did. It was awesome, as always.
Do they still fly through the orange groves of California and you smell the orange?
I think so. I'm pretty sure we smelled
What
a
do
lot
you
of things
think
yesterday.
so? What do you mean you
I
think
mean, there
so?
were a lot of smell. There's a lot of smells that come through Soarin'. There's a lot of smells that come through the park that are piped in everywhere. So it's pretty cool.
Did you ride Guardians of the Galaxy like I told you to do?
I did not. I've ridden it many times already, but Lisa doesn't really like those rides, so we kept it tame yesterday.
Oh, God. Guardians of the Galaxy is the best, in my opinion, the best ride.
In the
100%.
Ever in the universe. All right, let's get into the
100%.
Danielle report. Let's do that. And then we'll go around the room. And then blah, 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 blah. All right, Danielle, you're first. What's up?
All right, so we've got more details that have come out about the bombing plot at Lady Gaga's concert in Brazil. Authorities arrested a third individual. A spokesperson for Rio's police said that this unnamed suspect believes that Lady Gaga is a Satanist. And so he planned to sacrifice a child during her concert as a Satanist ritual.
God.
And he's 44, had hoped to live stream the execution and the bombing of thousands of Gaga fans. So thank goodness that did not happen. That is absolutely insane. Speaking of Lady Gaga, though, Jeff Bezos' wedding is on the way, and there is a rumor that Lady Gaga and Elton John will be performing at the big event.
Wow.
That they both said yes, and that they're happy to go there and perform. So we will see if that happens. You got to watch what you say to people, okay? Constantly, poor BB Rexa, people are picking on her for so many things, including her weight, right? So now she posts pictures of herself at the Met Gala. And Azalea Banks says on social, sis gives me hormonal birth control implant or something vibes, something like that, right? So BB has now come forward and said, you know what? I'm so tired of people commenting on my weight. She said, and now, by the way, she did delete it now. She says, I have polycystic ovary syndrome. I struggle with infertility. I got pregnant. It didn't work. And I've been carrying that pain in silence. I've never owed anyone the truth, but maybe now you'll think twice before you comment on anyone's body. And it's 100% true. We don't know what's going on with people. We don't know how they're feeling about certain things. So things like that, we don't comment on. We keep those comments to ourselves. We don't say that about anybody. It's ridiculous.
I think she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous. And her Met pictures, she looks insane. She looks absolutely stunning. So please.
And Azalea Banks is a certified nut job. I know you just told us not to say mean things about people, but she is a lady Kanye West and needs to be stopped. Wow. She's horrible.
Wow. Speaking of Kanye, did you see what he did yesterday in that interview?
Yes.
Yeah.
With Piers Morgan?
Yeah. Just whatever.
He was enraged that he was off by 1 million on his follower count.
And so he got up and left.
We just move on. We just don't even, we just look the other direction, everyone. The Austin City Limits Music Festival has revealed their lineup. It's going to be going October 3rd through October 5th, and then October 10th through October 12th. Sabrina Carpenter, Hosier, Doja Cat, Luke Combs. It's going to be good. Doechie's going to be there. T-Pain will be there. So it's going to be very, very cool. And tickets are on sale now if you want to get your hands on those. Rihanna, we know she's pregnant. She showed us her third pregnancy at the Met Gala. She says her album is still on track. She was talking to Entertainment Tonight. She said, just because I'm pregnant doesn't mean I can't sing. I can still sing. She goes, some music videos might be put on hold, but she assured fans that I can sing and I am still working on it, and we are all good there. So we were talking about Mother's Day. Maybe you want to stay home and cater in food or just relax with your mom. Maybe watch a movie. So Harper's Bazaar put together a list of the 30 best movies to watch on Mother's Day. I will give you the top 5. Pride and Prejudice. Coraline is number 4. That would be my choice. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once is number 3. The Parent Trap comes in at number 2, but they're saying number 1, Mamma Mia. You may want to watch that with your mom.
Okay. All right. Makes sense.
And what are we watching now? Righteous Gemstones. I know they wrap things up. Elvis said that it's very emotional for him.
It's an ounce of emotional. All
right.
Yes, but
all right.
it was good. I love that show. And I think I'm the only one that loves it. But it's
a great show.
It's wacky as hell.
Oh. And The Masked Singer is on also all of your Chicago shows if you want to watch. And Everybody's Live with John Mulaney over on Netflix. And that is my Danielle report.
How is that? I have not watched that at all, but it looks funny and it looks funny in little segments. You've seen it, producer Sam?
Oh yeah, I like it. It's so different. It's so quirky. It's a little offbeat. I feel like I get most of it, but not all of it, and that makes me love it even more.
Another one, and I was telling Nate again, I'm going to bring it up over and over, but I've yet to hear anyone say they like it, is Mobland.
I haven't started
Paramount.
watching it.
Yeah, I
it's
have
on
to
my
watch
list,
it.
but I haven't gotten there yet.
It is on Paramount Plus, and once again, I tell you, if you can turn on your closed captioning, it's good, even though it's in English. I mean, but gosh, Pierce Brosnan and Helen Mirren is the biggest, craziest villainess I've ever seen on a show.
Oh, wow.
She is bad to the bone, bad to the core and the bone, whatever. So good. I watched another episode last night. I'm like, oh, wow. Anyway, we'll move on. Enough about me. What about you? Let's go around the room. I want to know what's on your mind today. I want to start with producer Nate.
Oh, okay. So we talk about our headphones all the time because they are like our stethoscope, right? We are very particular about them. I finally found a pair that I really like, and they're the best ones I've ever used. They need to be repaired. So I started thinking about, what is your stethoscope or what are your headphones? You probably have a job that you walk around and you have something that you use and you use every day for your job. Is it like a box cutter or zip ties or a shovel? Like, what is that thing?
Oh, my God.
That's all the stuff you keep in your trunk.
Wow, Nate. What kind of job is that?
Some random things
serial
to pull
killer?
on,
His mind went there.
You know what I mean. But like, you're probably a connoisseur of a box cutter. You're like, this is the best one I've ever used. So text 55100. I'm curious. Like, what do you use every day for your job? Like we use our headphones. I'm curious.
That's a very good point. I like that. All right. Scary. What's up with you today?
AI is really dangerous. The other night, when the Met Gala was going on, I thought I posted what was a completely deliberate, tongue-in-cheek post of me, a very skinnier me that barely looks like me, on the blue carpet of the Met Gala, and with a tongue-in-cheek quote that said, "Hey, thanks for the invite, Anna. Did the carpet thing and dipped. Places to go, people to see. Time is money, babe." And I thought for sure everyone would have gotten the joke that it was AI. Well, there were people, Elvis, that commented on that post that really thought that was me at the gala. That, first of all, that someone would give me a ticket. And secondly, to be, ridiculous. And that I even look like that. It's shocking. But AI is really troubling for that reason, because you really have to hit people over the head with a frying pan to let them know that this is AI. It's weird.
But you know what? One of the people that commented on how proud she was of you being on the blue carpet was our own Angel.
Yes, Angel.
Angel. She's been in PR and marketing for so many years. You would think she would see that. Angel, he got you.
I might have fooled you too, Angel.
We love Angel.
Love her. She's the best.
Yeah. What about you, Gandhi? What's up with you today?
Okay, today's Wednesday, so it's podcast day, and today is the podcast I do with my mom. So please go check out Sauce on the Side wherever you get your podcast, preferably the iHeartRadio app. But I wanted to tell everybody about something that has changed my sleep in a million ways. Actually, one big way, but now I am sleeping so well. I highly recommend getting a weighted sleep mask. If you don't have one, get one. It's like heaven. I'm sleeping so soundly now, and I just can't believe that I waited so long in my life to ever get it. So if you ever have trouble sleeping, if a little bit of light bothers you, sleep masks are great. Weighted sleep masks, even better.
Really?
Yes.
I've never even heard of that. So
Can you send us the link to that, please?
Absolutely. I love mine
you.
so much. I will send you a link.
How many pounds do you use, Gandhi?
It's like one.
Oh, okay.
It's not. I'm not
four
using
times.
crush my
2-pounder.
skull.
I was thinking like a 10-pounder.
No.
Like a bowling ball.
Just a little bit of weight on my face. I need to still be able to breathe and open my eyes in the morning.
That's it. I'm going to balance a bowling ball on my head every
Right.
night. What about you, producer Sam? What's on your mind today?
All right, we all know I love fashion. We all know I love clothes, but I am super sentimental. And what I'm trying to do, Nate, get it together. What I'm trying to do is to incorporate pieces that I'm so sentimental about that I've been avoiding wearing. I have so many articles of clothing from like past family members that I just love because I remember them wearing it. And I've decided I have to start wearing these things, even if it puts them at risk. So right now I'm wearing a shirt that was my great aunt's. It was my auntie's. This shirt is older than I am. It's just a brown button down. It's nothing fancy. But I am challenging myself to wear everything that makes me happy, be it, a pair of shoes I'm afraid to scuff or an article of clothing that means something to me from someone else. So I'm going to wear it. I'm going to risk it. I'm wearing this stuff.
What about you, Froggy? What are you thinking about?
A little bit of a series around the room today. My little guy, 9 years old, Rocky, is going in for surgery today. They found he went to have we were going to have his teeth cleaned. And when he went for the blood work, as they put him under to clean their teeth, they found 4 tumors. And so we are having them removed today, and we'll have them tested and just saying a little prayer for him, hoping that all goes well for Rocky today. So today's about him for me.
Yeah.
You know the thing about dogs is they get these cysts and these tumors, and thank God a lot of the time they come out with good news, and you're like, oh, thank God.
That is my belief of what today will be.
Of course. Let us know as soon as you find out, okay?
You got it.
They are our babies. They are.
Yeah.
They're our kids. You know, Caden's out of the house. Now you got 2 dogs you have to raise. And it's nonstop. What about you, Danielle?
Spend time with the ones you love. I know it's not easy. I know sometimes we live far away from our friends that we really love. But if you can find time, like I know Froggy and Lisa, you guys know they're some of my best friends in the entire world. And I don't get to see them as often as I like. So whenever I can free up some time in my schedule, I like to pop over here. And it just refreshes you, makes you realize what's so important in your life and just how much you need people and the people around you. And I love them so much. And thank you guys for letting me come see you. And seriously, just if you can, even if it's just a phone call, even if it's just, you know what we can do nowadays? You can be on FaceTime with someone and have a cup of coffee with somebody in another country just to catch up. Do it. Spend time with the ones you love in some way or another because it's so important.
I know you know this, Danielle, but you are welcome here anytime as long as you want to stay every single time.
I love you.
We love you.
All right. Well, we're coming next. Keep that couch ready for us. Well, appreciate it. Into the 3 things we need to know. Gandhi, what's going on?
All right. In a mostly friendly meeting at the White House yesterday, newly elected Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney said that Canada will remain a sovereign country after President Trump repeated his desire for it to become the 51st U.S. state. Carney said there are some places that are never for sale, and they were sitting in one right then, referring to the Oval Office. Following a federal court's ruling that Google operates an illegal ad tech monopoly, the Justice Department requested the company be forced to sell 2 major products, its ad exchange and a management platform, as an appropriate remedy. Not surprisingly, Google is asking the judge for a less drastic remedy that would see the company make certain changes to its practices without having to break up its ad business. The judge will not rule on that until a remedies trial starts in September. Until then, Google has another worry. The government also wants them to sell Chrome to fix their search monopoly. They're saying Google owns it all. And finally, Real ID cards now required for air travel in the U.S. The Real ID we know is an enhanced security driver's license marked with a star, or, as Scotty wants everyone to know, it could be a flag in the upper right-hand corner as well. Regardless of what state they are issued in, you have to have one of those things. The TSA says passengers without this ID card may still be able to fly, but will face additional screening and have to wait in a separate line. A Real ID will also be necessary to enter certain federal buildings, and they're saying treat this as though you are headed to the airport for international travel if you don't have the Real ID, because it could take you hours and hours, so get there at least 3 hours early. And those are your 3 things.
I'm sorry, was that funny?
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Banking with Capital One helps you keep more money in your wallet with no fees or minimums on checking accounts and no overdraft fees. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One, N.A., member FDIC.
This is Lady Gaga, and you're listening to my friend Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
You Disney fans, our Deanna Banana. Breaking news. Disney has just announced a new park and resort in Abu Dhabi.
Oh, wow.
Here we go.
Are we going to go to the opening?
I would love to, because, you know, over there, they do everything really grand and really big. Right, yeah. So I bet it's going to be kind of insane. Also, we have some sound from Garrett. Garrett, what's going on today?
All right, so let's start with something different. Do you guys know how to properly butter bread?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
You do?
I thought so, yeah.
Yes. So what else you got?
Is there a correct way? Is there a specific way?
Well, I'm sure there are different ideas of how you should properly butter bread. Which you have an expert.
We have
here,
an
right?
expert, yes.
Okay, let's see what he
should do. Take the bread, take the entire piece of butter, place it onto your plate. This is where the saying comes from, breaking bread. So you break the bread into small pieces, mouth size, bit of butter it, perfect, and that's how it should be done.
You guys knew that, right?
No, I learned it fairly recently, maybe like a few years ago, because I watched one of those shows about a lottery winner from like a trailer park, and he wanted etiquette classes. And that was one of the things that he learned in his etiquette class.
Maybe we all need to do an etiquette class.
Oh, we
What's
definitely
wrong with
do.
slathering butter across the
Take
whole
the slice. Yeah.
No.
Well, they say if you're in a restaurant scene or a more formal affair, you have your bread on your plate, and then with each bite you want, you break a little off that bread roll, whatever. Then you take a little bit of the butter and you butter each individual bite, right, Gandhi? That's what we learned.
Yes. So I read
Trailer Park Etiquette class.
Yeah, absolutely. I read that you can either use a knife to butter each piece, or you can actually dip the bread in the pat of butter that you have on your plate.
You get more butter that way.
I said that it was
You're
both.
being a renegade now. You're out of your mind. Okay. I love that we're having a 15-minute discussion about buttering bread.
Right.
Yeah. What, Nate?
Also, aren't you supposed to, from the communal butter on the table, put the butter on your plate and not continually jam your knife into that butter?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're supposed to have your butter on your plate for your roll.
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Wow. Well, you know what? At the end of the day, you can do whatever the hell you want.
I just bite off the bread and just dip it in the butter. I mean, what do you else?
That's it. What are you
What's wrong with that?
We saw this.
So what I do,
So sanitary.
I'm totally good.
I put a bite of bread in my mouth, and then I take the butter knife, put it in the butter, then I put the knife in my mouth, and I butter the bread while it's in my mouth.
That sounds like a good way to do it.
I love that.
Actually, I butter my tongue and then eat the bread.
Yes. Butter your tongue. Pre-butter your tongue.
I butter my cheeks.
Yeah. Just open up your chest and just butter your heart.
All right. Well, let's move over to a woman in North Carolina. She had a bumper sticker that said, "I'll stop for goats." And oddly enough, a guy next to her had some goats in his car, and she tells the story here.
I'm driving to my workout class. So this guy pulls up next to me and he's like, "I saw your bumper sticker and I actually have baby goats in the back of my truck right now. And I'm taking them to my office to let my coworkers meet them if you want to come see them." And I'm like a woman, obviously. I'm thinking to myself, I'm either about to get trafficked or this is going to be the best day of my life. Given the day I'm having, it was a risk I was willing to take. So I follow him to his office. Luckily, there's like coworkers there and everything. He's super nice. And I watch him open his trunk and baby goats come out.
Oh, yes. Oh, lately we've been seeing all these videos about goats and donkeys, right? You've seen all the donkey and goat. And so I know that I always think of Gandhi first. Because Gandhi wants us to get a studio donkey.
So badly. Yeah. My parents called me the other day because they found a baby donkey on their way somewhere, and the owners let you come pet it. So they said, when I come down, we get to go pet this baby donkey. I can't wait.
Well, another story that might remind you of Gandhi. So a woman in Ohio was pulled over by police, and police found her pet raccoon smoking a meth pipe right next to her.
All right.
The reason I stopped you is you are suspended with a warrant for your arrest. I am? The raccoon has her meth pipe.
As what? Oh my God.
Her meth pipe. He's playing with the meth pipe right now. Oh, there's no way. He's trying to smoke it.
All right.
There's no way. All right. Enough fun and games.
I mean, clearly it was the raccoons. That lady should be let off the hook.
Yeah, the raccoon.
But it was real meth in a pipe?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Wow.
Okay,
I saw a
asking.
video of a parrot smoking a joint the other day.
Don't have that audio. All right.
Solid videos.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. And then finally, we get some text messages from time to time when we hear the State Farm commercial on the show. People are convinced that the sound you're about to hear is Nate in the State Farm commercial.
Sounds just like him.
When something happens to your car, you might say,
That's Nate.
I hear that.
But what?
That
was Nate.
It does sound like you, yeah.
It sounds like you on a daily basis, though.
No.
Right there. See?
It doesn't.
Right there.
The crazy thing is that guy probably got a ton of money for that. And I do that every day. I don't make that kind of money.
I don't think at the end of the day they make all that much money. For going
a studio session.
I don't think they do.
That's
okay.
it.
Okay. Then you should leave this place and go do that. And let me know how it works. Let me know what pays the best. Good job. You're a great American.
Thank you. Butter your bread.
Why were we about to play Juvenile earlier? But it's still in my computer here.
Oh, because the game that we played, Peloton's most popular songs, Back That Ass Up was one of them.
So back that ass up? Mm-hmm. No, it's not ass, it's as.
I'm sorry, Back That Ass Up.
Back that ass up. That really is a huge Peloton song?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. Uh-oh. When I'm waiting for him to say back that ass up, and he said back that up.
Yeah.
That is the most butchered version of that song I've ever heard in my life.
Why did iHeart edit as out? Why do they do that?
Like the fun police.
It doesn't even say that it's highly edited. I mean, do you want to play back that thing up because that's less edited?
No. Well, I know, but thing. I'd rather have backwards as, like they said, back that up rather than thing or thang.
How much is the FCC fine? Should we just play the actual song?
I don't think the FCC would fine us. I don't think they edit it because of the FCC. I think they edit it because they think families don't want to hear that on the way to school.
Elvis, I think you should keep your mic on during the song, and when the blah blah happens, you just say ass.
Okay, well that's one way to do it, I guess. Well, what else do we have? Let's play something else then. Let's play something that's like really milquetoast and totally innocent.
How about Hey There, Delilah?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, good God.
Hell on earth. Do you want the other songs that were part of the game?
Yes. What else you got on there?
We had Oops, I Did It Again. Rain on Me. I know we already played that one. We had Kiss by Prince. We had Yummy. We had Good as Hell. We had Let's Get Loud. We had Free Fallin'.
Let's Get Loud is good.
That's a good one.
Okay.
I know, but I was really into back that ass up until they didn't back that ass up.
Right.
There was no ass backing up. Nothing was backing up, and there was something backing up in that song. It wasn't an ass.
It is confusing as far as the directions.
My apologies. I'm sorry. They edit things up so badly here.
The great thing about you, Elvis, you addressed it and you immediately corrected it. Other people let that fly.
Okay, all right.
The Mercedes-Benz Interview Lounge.
The only thing good about coming to work on a Monday is Teddy swims this year. You're the only good thing going on in our beautiful lives.
I come to work every Monday with Teddy Swims, and it's not that cool. I promise you that.
That feeling of owning your first Mercedes-Benz is hard to believe, but it's real. From the leather stitching to the iconic design, every element of a Mercedes lives up to its reputation. See for yourself at your local dealer. Offers are waiting.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Love you all so much.
This is Elvis Duran and the Morning Show.
You have relationships with friends, family members, whatever, and you go out to dinner with them or you hang out with them on a weekend or go out to the bar, whatever. And you can't really put your finger on why some of these people you hang out with make you feel really great. Some of these people you hang out with, you feel exhausted after a little while with them, and you try to make your exit. And you really can't figure out what it is. You can't define what it is that either attracts you to these people and wanting to spend more time with them, or wondering why they repel you in some way. Repel, I guess, is what I'm thinking of.
For sure.
So these are the energy givers and the energy takers.
Yes.
Is what they are, right, Gandhi?
Absolutely.
You have that article you were talking about. I'm going to go over this because it applies to all of us.
Yeah, so when it comes to people, there are really simple things that they say make energy givers versus energy takers, and it's characteristics. So they're positive, encouraging, solution-oriented. I think that's a big one for all of us. We see people who just complain all the time.
Right.
Without offering up how they would like something to be different or what their input is on making it be better. They tend to be good listeners. They're supportive of other people's achievements. That stuff's really good as far as characteristics of the energy giver. Impact. They inspire people. They lift people up. They make people feel motivated and energized. You know who I think is really good at that?
Who's that?
Our Andrew. I think he's a very good person when it comes to making you feel motivated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's interesting considering you bully him all the time.
It doesn't mean he's not a monster. He's an uplifting monster.
Okay, so we're actually talking about energy givers and takers as far as people go.
Yes.
Now, you in your own mind have a series of attributes or negatives that are energy givers and takers, right? Mm-hmm. In your own brain, you can deplete your own energy, and in your own mind, you can create energy for yourself.
Yes.
Right?
Without a doubt.
And this list is overwhelmingly accurate. I think I'm looking at the list you sent me.
Okay.
The energy takers versus the energy givers within your own sphere, within your own mind.
Mm-hmm.
Hit that one.
Okay, so that one has to do with focusing on the past. Apparently, if you are too focused on the past, that's just going to suck your energy. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't change what's already happened. Move on. An energy giver, though, in that capacity would be focusing on your future and goals and success, things that you want to do with your life at the moment. Also, interest or a lack of sleep, inconsistent sleep, they say is just going to suck your energy right away. I think all of us live with that one.
Oh, yeah.
All the time. Mess and clutter, an energy taker. Clean up a little bit, organize your space, you'll feel better. I think that's so true. I've done that before. Sedentary time, when you're just sitting around. You can be doing so much other stuff instead of just sitting and watching TV or just sitting in general.
Boredom breeds misery.
Yes, absolutely. When we're in here, I think you guys, well, actually you might not notice because I'm short, but I stand up a lot because sitting actually just sucks the life out of me and I don't like to do it. Social media, an energy sucker.
I just realized something. I had an energy sucker this weekend that I could have gotten out of my head, and that was all the crap that's going on with the travel delays at Newark Airport. Why am I spending time on my vacation fun weekend thinking about travel and all that stuff? That was sucking energy away from me. I needed to spend more time in the present and thinking about solutions because that would be more energy giving in my own mind. Is that correct?
Of course. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's one way of looking at it. Yeah. Plus, I mean, look, there's always a workaround for anything that can stand in your way, like travel problems. The workaround is, travel problems are inevitable. When you travel, there's always going to be delays. You should always be prepared for them. And if you know Newark Airport is a piece of crap, don't go to Newark Airport. There's another workaround right there.
Yeah, absolutely. And, bring work with you to do. Now that you know that this is going to possibly happen, if you're stuck somewhere, you can still be productive instead of just hating everything that's happening. Social media in general, we said, is a sucker. Overworking, a life sucker. Dehydration. I think that's a huge one. People don't pay attention to it enough. For the most part, when someone tells me they are not feeling good, my first question is, did you drink water? Which is probably so annoying. But I think it makes such a difference when you hydrate your body.
That's so true. I was reading something about this, Elvis, and it's because the essential parts of your body, like your intestinal system, it's sucking the water and the moisture from your brain and other parts of your body and your circulatory system to keep that going. So if you're feeling tired, drink a glass of water. It's not that hard, people.
So my colon is an energy sucker.
Yes, it's sucking the life out of you, literally.
Okay, well defined.
Your colon.
And look at this list. Negativity sucks your energy. Junk food, of course, we all know that. Absolutely, I can see how there's a connection there. Watching the news, okay.
It's a big one.
I know, but you know what? It's okay to be informed with what's going on in the world. We need to be, but to sit there and watch it repeat itself over and over, as network news does tend to do. Alcohol, yes. Stress, yes. Fear. So I'm looking at this list. Only one thing on this list is not in my life and taking my energy. Everything else is. Overworking.
That's great.
Well, a lot of people do overwork. A lot of people cannot turn work off. They bring work home, and that sucks your energy, right?
Without a doubt. Yes.
Now, let's look at the energy givers. So this is the list you need to be focusing on. These are the things you need to dive into a little more. Go ahead. Take that list. This is great.
Music. Without a doubt. I love it. I mean, even when you're at the gym, doesn't the music make the biggest difference in the world?
Absolutely.
Or just whatever it is. Music, the soundtrack of your life, it changes everything in one direction or the other. Nature. We love it. Touch grass. It's important. You actually need to get out there and be around trees. In Japan, they actually prescribe a therapy called forest therapy where they just send people into the woods to hang out in the woods for a little while.
I get it.
Yeah. It makes a big difference. Rest. Duh. We all suck at that one.
Yep.
We need to get more rest. Sunlight. So important. We all need that vitamin D. Froggy's going to insert a joke, I'm sure. Positivity.
There goes Froggy.
Right?
Froggy's inserting the D.
Hey. Positivity and gratitude. So important. I know we say it all the time, but if you just think at the end of the day about the 3 things that you were happy about in that day and actually focus on it for a second, it will rewire your brain. They say the more you practice gratitude, the happier you become.
We got a troubling text, though. This person wrote, my boyfriend is an energy sucker, but I love him anyway.
Oh. That's okay.
Yeah. I know, but how do you change the suck to a give? You know what I'm saying?
You can't really change people that much, but you have to learn what to ignore and just move to the side. I know I'm not speaking from my current relationship, but in past relationships, if they get into a habit of doing things that I find to be a little negative, I just kind of walk around it, Because I find that every time I try to confront it, it starts an argument.
Yeah.
And same with me. I'm sure it's the same with me as well.
It's tough. I always think about in White Lotus, the relationship between Rick and Chelsea. That was wild because one was such an energy sucker and the other was such an energy giver. And she just loved him so much. It was tough, but I won't ruin how that worked out. All right. Meditation, very important. We've talked about this 100 times. Center yourself. Think about peace. Try to think about nothing is actually the height of meditation. Movement, get up and move around, exercise, it's great. Breathing makes a difference in everything that you do. When you're stressed or anxious, if you take a second to unclench your jaw and take a deep breath, you'll feel instant gratification.
You know what? That clenching of the jaw thing is, I don't know about you, for me it's a big thing. I can be sitting here going, the day is this, the day is that, and I feel my face clench up, and you feel your jaw clenching, and you're grinding your teeth.
Absolutely. I do that all the time.
It's such a it's like your fuel meter on your car. Your fuel. What do they call those things? Fuelometer. Fuel gauge. That's your fuel gauge. You know how stressed you are just by feeling the intensity in your jaw. Isn't that funny?
Absolutely. It all goes together. And if you ever just stop and take a really deep breath, because we breathe obviously unconsciously, but you're not taking a deep breath. Those deep breaths make a huge difference, and they help to reset you also. A sense of community, being around friends, loved ones, maybe even coworkers who make you laugh is very important. Decluttering, which is obviously the opposite of having a messy workspace. Consistent sleep, super important. Eating whole foods, real foods, not the processed crap and sugar that we are all just shoving down our pie holes every day. And then learning something new, incredibly important.
Wow, look at that. I've got Lisa on line 1. Lisa says her boss is an energy sucker.
Oh.
But you know what? That's your boss, though, Lisa. You are paid to go in there and deal with that boss and listen to instruction from that boss every single day and guidance as well, right? So you have no choice. You got to go.
Hello, lady. Happy Thursday Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you. It's a very important day for us tomorrow. I know that. So you try hard each day to not let your boss get to you. You try
every single day. I've been listening to the Let Them theory by Mel Robbins every morning on my way to work to try to not let it get to me. Every day is like a different drama. Every single day something has happened that ruins her day, and she tries to ruin everyone else's day.
No, that's the worst.
Get a new job.
Everything, and then you try to do your job, and then it's like, well, how can you focus on this when this is going on?
No, hold on. Back up for a second. Nate, it's not as easy as just get a new job and you sit back satisfied with your answer for her. It's like,
well, I guess what I'm saying is sometimes you have to extricate yourself from that situation. Or, like you were saying, just let them and ignore it. There's nothing you can do. Go about your life and focus on the things you can control. You can't control her. Just focus on you.
So is Mel Robbins.
Exactly. Let her.
Yeah.
Is that helping you a little bit, or is it just a temporary Band-Aid fix, or what is that?
No, helping in every aspect of my life. It's magical. This is not a plug.
Okay, thank you for. Okay, we're about to send you an invoice, but now we won't. But no, we love Mel Robbins. We had her on the show, and that book, they're saying it is on track to be one of the most successful published books of all time, and for good reason. And Lisa is one of the examples. So, what are a few takeaways from Mel Robbins and that listen you have in the car every day that's helping you navigate through your job with this energy sucking boss of yours?
You could say that again. Thank you, guys. Just needed to get that out sometimes. Thanks.
What?
Have a good one.
Is she talking up?
She's hanging up on herself.
I think.
Okay. Thanks, Lisa. I don't know. I'm missing out on something.
Okay.
Okay. Well, what happened there?
I don't think she heard the question.
Something glitched somewhere, somehow.
Or maybe she realized the fun was being sucked out of her life being on the phone with us, and she had to get out of that situation.
Are we a bunch of fun suckers? Are we part of the problem?
She wrapped herself up.
Oh, my God.
I'm out.
Well, I was kind of curious to know what it was exactly, maybe, if memory serves, what her favorite Mel Robbins idea was that made her think more clearly about navigating through her job. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. So we'll never know, will we?
She just kept that secret to herself. And you know what? We have to let her.
Yeah. And we will let her.
Yes. Fine. Do it. Fine.
Anyway, I love this list that you brought in from this article. Music, nature, resting, sunlight, positivity, gratitude, hydration, meditation, movement, breath work, community, decluttering, consistent sleep, eating whole foods, learning something new. I know. You hear these things every day in life, like people, the experts, quote unquote, giving you ideas and advice on how to live a better life. But at the end of the day, if you look down that list, it all makes sense, does it not?
Without a doubt. And when it comes to community, I think going out and doing service for other people, like actual charity work and volunteer work, is so fulfilling for your soul. You don't even have to talk about it. Just go do it. And I was thinking about maybe we need to get back into the God's Love We Deliver kitchen again and,
I would love to
do that because it's about that time, and that was awesome.
All right. Well, let's focus on this list. Can we publish this? Can we give the credit where credit is due, wherever you got that?
Sure.
And we'll get that up at Elvis Duran Show on Instagram as fast as possible.
Oh, now we gotta go. Good morning. Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Never forget. Join the Tunnel to Towers Foundation on its mission to do good in honor of America's heroes. Donate $11 a month at t2t.org. That's T2T.org.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
All right, today's the day. You need that real ID. You need that big star on your driver's license if you want to fly domestically, or take your passport with you, as I've decided to do. I don't know. You know me, I wait till the last minute, even though we've known for, 5 years we needed to do this?
Yeah.
I mean, they announced that we needed these years and years ago, and they kept putting off the deadline, and now the deadline was yesterday. So today's the day. So if you're going to the airport, make sure you have your real ID or a passport. And a lot of people don't have passports. A lot of people have not gone in for the real ID, so they cannot fly unless you get to the airport like 17 days early and sit in a special line, and they go through all your information. So, hey, have we really figured out why we need this new ID? I had an ID. I felt like we had an ID, and that it was fine.
We did. I know that there was an act passed that they wanted to change to the real ID in 2005, I believe. It was a long time ago, but I still
20 years ago.
don't know why.
Well, was there something going on then?
Well, they said it started after 2001, after 9/11.
Yeah,
that's when this whole thing started. And then it got delayed a bunch. It kept getting pushed back. There were multiple times that this was the day, and then it was pushed back. And then again, and again, and again. And then now today it's not being pushed back.
It was supposed to be before the pandemic, and then the pandemic hit, and then they pushed it again. So that's why we're where we are today.
Okay, but why is my question? They're saying it's really the two headlines, I believe, are to have better information about people who enter federal facilities and better information about people who are boarding commercial aircraft. Okay. Okay.
Are all of them tied together now because of this real ID? Like before, if you got an ID in your state, like you're in New York or you're in Florida, it was separate. Are they all now? Is it kind of like a federal program where all the IDs are tied together?
It's standardized. I'm reading about this now. It's the federal government making a standard for all IDs. So I guess some states would just say, I don't know, print it on, dot matrix printers or whatever. I don't know. But they're all exactly the same now.
Okay. Well, if it's a standardized thing for the country, I can maybe understand. Maybe there's some efficiency there. I don't know. But the long lines are waiting for you at the DMV if you want to roll on down today because you're in a panic. Don't be in a panic. If you're not going to fly, you're fine. If you're not going to go into a government building, you're fine. And if you have a passport, you're okay.
This actually makes sense now because each state had its own basic local rules for a driver's license. So what might pass for a driver's license in Alabama is not going to fly in North Carolina and not fly in New York. So now, so there are people walking around with driver's license that might have gotten it a lot easier than people in other states. They don't want that anymore. They want to make sure the people who are getting on these planes are all conforming to one norm.
I just know somehow, there are going to be people who have no idea that this has been enacted. We're all going to go to the airport, and it's just going to make those lines so much longer with people causing a scene. Don't do it.
So, I mean, you're really screwed if you're going through Newark Airport and you don't have a real ID. I mean, I think again they're averaging 3 to 4 hour delays at Newark Airport. And I have friends coming in June. A family is coming in June, and I was like, oh God, I'm like, pick another airport, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I got a notice yesterday. So I actually have a flight booked on May 23rd. And I got the little text notice yesterday saying, hey, expect some delays or cancellations. If you want to change your flight, you can do it now. I'm like, wait a second. I have weeks. And you're trying to get this happening now? That's horrible.
That's like telling your boss, hey, I'm going to be sick in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's possible.
Terrible.
Yeah. All right. Lizzo is going to be here with us tomorrow in studio, and it's always great when Lizzo visits. And Lizzo has gone through a lot. As a lot of celebrities go through. They get hung on the cross by so many people online and social media, this and that. Yeah. Lizzo's always been great to us. Yeah. She's always been just a super, super, super nice woman, and of course, extremely talented. I don't know. And she looked fantastic at the Met Gala. Wow, she looked really great.
She's been looking great lately.
I'm in the mood for some Lizzo. Anyone? Do you need Lizzo?
I always need some.
Oh, your wish is my command.
I do my head toss, check my name. Baby, how you feeling?
Wow.
Baby, how you feeling?
Love it. Love our Lizzo. She's on tomorrow with us. I can't wait. Hey, what's the latest from the Vatican? Any smoke coming out the chimney?
I don't think we have any smoke yet. People are watching. The bookmakers are all over it.
Yeah, isn't that funny? I mean, this is such a very, very meaningful moment in the Catholic Church. And they've got Las Vegas, on it.
Right. I wonder how many people are actually making bets on this. I don't even have the slightest clue who's up for it or why they're qualified. Do any of you?
No, I'm not deep enough into it. But
watch Conclave. I'm telling you.
Conclave you tried. How come you couldn't get through that? It's such a fantastic film. I don't know what happened with you.
I'm going to try again. I was just so very bored. I wanted to be interested.
If you're bored,
and I couldn't get it. Yeah.
I get it.
It gets interesting.
Oh, okay. So murder involved?
Well,
say.
Oh, wow.
Well, arguably.
Okay.
So the New York Post today, the headline is Inside Cloak and Dagger Conclave to Pick Next Pope and the Rituals That Fueled It. The largest and most geographically diverse papal conclave in history. It's commencing today in Rome, where cardinals would begin the secretive voting process to select the next man who will lead the Roman Catholic Church. And I think it is 81. You need 81 votes. Is that 89 votes? Somewhere in there.
I know they need 2/3, and they have 133 people.
Yeah.
So whatever.
So it's right around 80 something, and they vote. They keep voting until they get it. It's like you shoot till you pitch till you win, as they call it.
It's such an ancient thing because after every vote, they burn it and then they send up black smoke, and then when they have the winner, they send up the white smoke. Amazing.
So is it like a political party convention where they take a vote and they're like, okay, didn't get enough votes for my guy. We need to go round people up and bribe them to vote for us. I mean, is it like the movie Conclave?
Gotta be. It has to be. They say there's no politicking, but there has to be politics.
Of course there is.
Like are people
it sounds
campaigning?
like the Grammys. You vote for my artist, I'll vote for your artist.
Watch
That's exactly
Conclave.
what it
I'm
sounds
telling
like.
you, it's so good.
They should put this on C-SPAN.
Okay.
I want to see it.
Alive, but the whole point is that it's secret.
Yeah. So I guess C-SPAN would not. You're just looking at a chimney.
No cameras inside.
Interesting. It's interesting. Have you all been to the Vatican?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I got smacked over there.
What, in the Sistine Chapel?
Yeah.
Yeah, they yell. They yell at you if you take pictures.
Yeah, they said don't take any pictures, and I had a camera in my purse, and I took a picture thinking I was slick, and someone saw it and smacked me. I was like, damn it.
And they yell at you. They yell at you for talking.
Yeah, and they do the shh so loud that's all you hear in there. Yeah.
Exactly. It's like it's such an unpleasant thing, that Sistine Chapel visit. It is beautiful. I just wish those people just shut up and let me look up at the ceiling. That's all I wanted to do.
Truly.
Anyway, so we're keeping our eye on the chimney. So don't worry, we got you covered. I'm done.
Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Tomorrow is Thursday, Food News Thursday. Till then, what are we watching? What are you watching, Gandhi?
I actually just restarted Never Have I Ever, and I love that show.
Mm-hmm. Scary, are you watching any TV?
No, just the back of my eyelids.
Okay. Nate, quick.
Oh, you got me. Mobland starting it tonight.
Oh, Mobland's amazing. Till tomorrow, say peace out, everybody.
Peace out, everybody.